So this video is just going to be a little video to show you the difference between laser cutting and 3D printing something. So we're going to use the wheels that I drew on the last video, and we're going to turn these into 3D wheels as opposed to 2D wheels. So we need to go back into our 4 views. So you either double click top or you press the little 4 button. And so now we can see we've got this perspective view over here. So what we've drawn at the moment is completely flat, which is why we can't see it in here. If your views are all squiff and you can't see stuff, you go Z, A, E, and it moves everything till you can see all your wheels. So I'm going to delete this one, so I'm not going to work with this one. Z, A, E, so I'm just going to work with this one. So I can turn this very easily into a 3D shape by using what's called planar surface. So planar surface, if you click and hold this surface, the first surface one is this one here, or you can write planar, planar surface. Select the curves that you want to build a surface from, press enter, and then at the moment you can't see it because this is not unshaded. So if you right click where it says perspective, change it to shaded, you will be able to see that you have a surface. So the 3D printer can't print this yet because it has no thickness. So we can turn this into a thicker object. The simplest way to do this is to extrude this. Extruding something basically means pushing it out. So if you write extrude surface, right, or you can find that command down the bottom of here. Alright, you tell it how far you want it to go. It needs to have this turned on, because if you don't turn this on, it will not extrude it as a solid, it will extrude it as surfaces. So click that, tell it how far you want to go, so we're going to make it 20 millimeters, or you can click. Okay, now I have a wheel that the 3D printer can print. So same for the last thing that we did with exporting something. We want to export just the object that we want to 3D print. We don't want to export anything else. We don't want to export the surface. We don't want to export these lines out here. So we just click the thing that we want to export, and we go File, Export Selected. Then this time, the 3D printer uses an STL file. So go right down here till you find STL. This time when we click options, when you click export, it should give you some options. Okay, so the tolerance, you want this to be 0.01 millimeters, which is as fine as it can be. All right, and then export. So, oops. All right, and then you've exported a mesh object that you can then send to me that we can 3D print.